For the rest of the week, Jenna had a great time. In class, all the teachers thought she was the best student. Outside of class, everyone in school wanted to spend time with her. When she told a joke, everyone laughed. When she told a story, everyone listened. Every day, people came up to her and said they loved her hair or her bag or her shoes. "Can we come shopping with you on Saturday?" asked some of the girls. "Of course," said Gemma happily. So, on Saturday, Gemma went to meet Amy and her new friends at the shops. She wore some old jeans and a t-shirt. Clothes aren't important anyway, are they? She thought. But when her friends arrived, they didn't like how she looked anymore. "Why are you wearing those jeans?" asked Amy. "What happened to your hair?" asked another girl. Gemma was surprised. She felt stupid, so she said quickly it was a joke. She waited for them to laugh as usual. "They won't let you go into the shops like that," said the girls. They laughed, but not in a nice way. "We're going shopping by ourselves." Amy stayed, but Gemma still thought she was going to cry. She felt in her pocket for the phone. Then she had a terrible feeling in her stomach. The phone wasn't there. "I had it when I left home," she thought. "How can I have lost it?" But the phone was gone. Gemma thought about her new friends, her tennis playing, her schoolwork. She thought about her English teacher and how beautiful she looked when she had the phone. Gemma knew it was all because of the phone. She couldn't pretend any longer, but she didn't want to think about what it meant. She just wanted the phone back. She remembered what the old man said to her mother in the shop. "If she loses it, I can find it again." "We have to go to the phone shop, Amy," Gemma said. She ran to the shop with Amy behind her. "Gemma," the old man said, "have you lost your phone already?" "Yes." "Please can you find it for me?" "Don't worry, it's only a phone," he said, "and I have it right here." How did he find it so quickly? Gemma thought in surprise. She decided that she didn't care. The most important thing was that everything could be normal again. Gemma forgot that nothing was normal anymore. Gemma felt better when she had the phone in her hand again. And she saw that she wasn't the only one who felt different. "Gemma," said Amy, "can we go shopping now? I want some jeans like yours." The man smiled. "Are you happy with your phone?" "Yes," said Gemma in a strong voice. "I'm happy. Very happy." "Good," he said. "Your report is going to be very interesting. I'm sure you're learning some important things, Gemma." Gemma didn't say anything. She was learning that she needed to keep the phone safe. That was all. "Here you are. A again, Gemma," said the teacher in the English class. She gave Gemma her homework. "I can see you spent hours on this." Gemma took her homework and put it in her bag. She didn't look at it. It was her 5th A that week. "Amy, see me after class," the teacher said when she gave Amy hers. Gemma felt bad when she saw Amy's D. She knew her A's didn't mean anything, but she couldn't tell Amy that. "Oh no," said Amy. "Please, can you help me next time?" Gemma didn't know what to say. She felt terrible. There was no way she could help. Most of her classes were like this now. She did well, but Amy still did badly. There was only one class they both did well in, and that was music. Gemma was really good at playing the piano, but wasn't good at singing, but she didn't mind. She often played the piano while Amy sang. Amy had an amazing voice. Together they made a great team. As Gemma walked to music, She felt someone's hand on her arm. "How about playing tennis after school this afternoon?" said a boy's voice. It was Robert. Gemma tried to look cool, like she and Robert were old friends. Everyone could see Robert talking to her. She knew the other girls were watching. "Oh, tennis. Yes, sure," she said, but Gemma was suddenly afraid. She felt in her pocket for her phone. She still had it, so there wouldn't be any problem with tennis. But she checked every 10 minutes, just to make sure. In the music class, Gemma couldn't think. She was too busy thinking about playing tennis with Robert. Luckily, no one saw that she wasn't playing the piano as well as usual. She played and Amy sang. Gemma usually loved listening to Amy's wonderful, strong voice, but now she felt sick. After music, she went to change into her tennis clothes. What if the phone breaks, she thought. But there was nothing to worry about. She won again. They played until it was almost dark. Robert tried as hard as he could, but he could never win. "Are you free on Friday?" he asked. Gemma smiled. Of course she was free. Robert wanted to spend more time with her. This was great. Maybe next time they could go to a cafe with some of her friends. "This is great practice for me," he said. "I need someone like you to play with me to make me better." Gemma tried to look pleased. More tennis, she thought. The next day, when Gemma arrived at the music class, the teacher, Mrs. Hawkins, was putting a poster on the wall. "I have some news for you all," she said to the class. She smiled and pointed at the poster. "I'm sure you all know the TV show, Stars of Tomorrow." Everyone knew it, of course. Stars of Tomorrow was one of the best TV shows. It was a music competition, and the people who won became famous. "Next week," Mrs. Hawkins said, "there's going to be a competition at school. People from the show are coming here with their TV cameras. All of you can play, and they'll choose the best. The people who win from our school will be in the competition in May with students from other schools, and they'll be on TV." Everyone in the class started talking at the same time. "We can win that competition," Gemma said to Amy. It was true. Amy had the best voice in the school, and Gemma was the best piano player. And, of course, she had the phone. "I'm winning everything these days," she thought. "Why not this competition, too? I won't even need practice." The next day, when the teacher listened to them, she clapped her hands. "You've learned that song quickly," she said. "It has difficult piano music, Gemma, but you played beautifully. And Amy, you were wonderful as always." Gemma smiled. She knew her playing wasn't good. "We're going to win," Gemma said to Amy. She tried to forget how bad her playing was. Winning was the important thing. "Let's start learning the other song," said Amy. "I can't," Gemma said. "I'm meeting Robert," she said loudly, so the other girls could hear. "You can practice without me, can't you?" Amy looked down at the music. "But we need to learn this new song, and I thought maybe you could help me with the maths homework later." "Sorry, Robert's waiting. We can do the maths another day," Gemma said quickly. She felt bad because she knew she couldn't help Amy with her math. She was already putting things in her bag, so she didn't have to see the look on Amy's face. She checked her pocket for the phone for the 100th time that day. Gemma didn't know why everything was so easy and so difficult at the same time. School and tennis were easy, but being a good friend was suddenly difficult. Everyone needed something from her. Amy needed her to play the piano. Robert wanted to practice tennis. What do I want? She thought. After tennis, Robert walked home with Gemma. He was easy to talk to, and she was having fun now they weren't playing tennis. She told him about the music competition, but he already knew that she played the piano. She was surprised. I remember you from the end-of-year concert last summer, he said. I wanted to play the piano like you when I was younger. I had a teacher, but I was terrible. Well, you're great at sports, Gemma said. Everyone has something they're good at. Robert laughed. You're good at everything. Tennis, music, school. Is there anything you can't do? Gemma said nothing. What could she say? She knew she wasn't as special as he thought. It was late when she got home, so Jenna ate her dinner, looked at her books, and quickly did the most important homework. Then she felt tired. She looked at the piano. I can learn that new song tomorrow, she thought. 10 minutes later, she fell asleep. The next day, Gemma and Amy went to the music room at lunchtime to practice the new song. Mrs. Hawkins was there. She was looking at some homework and listening to them play. Gemma played the new song. She made lots of mistakes, and it was terrible. You learned that last night? Asked Amy. Yes, a bit. Sorry, it's not. You know it already? After only one night? Amy said. I can't remember all the words yet. Gemma wasn't surprised by this anymore. It was still strange that no one could hear her mistakes, but she didn't say anything. You'll be okay. I'll help you, said Gemma. We'll sing it together until you know the words. Usually, Gemma didn't like singing in front of people because she knew she didn't have a good voice. But today, only Amy and the teacher were listening. She sang the words quietly. She hated her voice. She thought it was ugly. She tried to think about playing the piano music right. Amy sometimes forgot the words, so they did it again and again until she got it right. Gemma looked up from the piano and saw that Mrs. Hawkins wasn't looking at homework now. She was listening to them and moving her feet to the music. When Amy remembered all the words, Mrs. Hawkins clapped her hands. Girls, that's amazing. Your two voices are beautiful together. Yes, Amy said slowly. I didn't know you could sing like that, Gemma. But I was terrible, Gemma said. I was only helping you learn the words. I can't sing at all. You don't need to pretend, Gemma, Mrs. Hawkins said. Sing together in the competition if you want to win. Amy smiled, but only with her mouth. She didn't look at Gemma. I think we've practiced enough. I'm going to lunch, Amy said. She left without waiting for Gemma. They weren't spending much time together these days. Gemma thought about staying in the music room to practice, but without Amy, it wasn't much fun. I don't need to practice anyway, Gemma remembered. The phone meant she never needed to work hard to do anything ever again.